right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. As always, welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. In the YouTube chat, there's our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything that we say is for educational purposes only, not financial advice, not a signals class. You can see joining me tonight, my man. How are you, Braden?
What is up? Yeah, man. Thanks for having me back on. I'm doing good. More importantly, how are you doing? I knew you were like a little under the weather. You feeling better now?
Yeah, I think I'm past the majority of it. I've just been just a couch potato when I'm not on air or trading. I've been just resting, relaxing, feeling very unproductive. But yeah, doing a lot better. These markets are doing a lot better as well. Last night and throughout this week, it's Tuesday night, Wednesday's price action, so we're about halfway through almost. And I've been talking about this long gold trade. I talked about it last night, took a few trades earlier. It worked out really well. I have a long gold trade that I'm holding in my personal account, and we're bouncing. This gold is setting up to be a trade of the year for me, and I'm curious if this is going to be the yearly lows in gold. I mean, it's very early. We still have a long ways to go, but we've had this massive sell-off, and I talk about 3-bar reversals a lot. This is a daily chart on gold, and look at this. We've got this beautiful 3-bar reversal setting up on gold. See if I could do my charts, and we came down to 4,100, bounced off that dramatically. Conversations about peace talks, maybe the war coming to the end. Gold just rallying extremely hard off that. And yeah, we shall see. Looks very similar to what we saw back in the beginning of January. Maybe we get a nice rally back up to 5,000. That might be a stretch. I'm not sure. I'm just happy to see this market going up. We had a beautiful setup wedging formation I was talking about during Power Hour, and I've been positioned long for the past, since this week started, and so far, so good. How about you, man? I know you said you haven't looked at the market since noon, but what are you looking at tonight? I got your charts.
Yeah. Well, we had that kind of spur of news right at the closing bell that sent NQ higher. So we'll see kind of how the structure forms around that. But I was looking at it, Crude. Crude trying to battle back from that sell-off a little bit. I just noticed the volatility out of the open right there was pretty. We just had like an 80-cent move, but now it's recovering. So that's what I was checking out. But we'll definitely keep an eye on that gold trade that you're in. That seems to be maybe something we could potentially look to play here in the overnight session. So we'll see if we can get long on gold at some point. Maybe off of if we can get a VWAP bounce, something like that would be good.
Yeah, For a day trade that during slow markets, I feel like there needs to be some type of pullback because we came so far so fast. It's one that if you're not in it already, you're kind of chasing it. A lot of FOMO involved right now, being up 3.4% here in gold. So I'm hands off until we get some type of pullback. We also seen the same reaction in these equities. Like the Nasdaq here, this is a Nasdaq hourly chart. You can see we've had that massive rally on the 23rd and kind of been sideways going down into the right. Well, after hours, the closing bell, we pumped up all the way up to 24,500. So let's see if the peace talks can have these equities continue to reach higher. Maybe 25,000. I'm not sure, but flagging pattern, bullish flagging pattern, maybe looking for some more buyers, some buy the dips coming in. Google down, Microsoft down. I'll continue to check these equities as we see these markets move. I'm not really seeing anything. It's kind of hands on butts right now, and see where we want to go with this market.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think what's attracting me to the gold trade potentially tonight is it's been so difficult trying to scout out and find a market that actually wants to move with direction. And gold at the moment is moving with direction, so we want to try to join that while we can. So I'm definitely going to try to take maybe a gold long at some point, but we got to get a reasonable pullback. We're trading right at the highs right now, so I do like that. I do like that because we haven't seen a lot of markets with direction. This one has direction, so I'm going to try to trade the trend a little bit. Hopefully get long.
I agree. It's been hard to find a market with direction anyway for longer than a few hours per se. I mean, we've seen it right at the close during the Nasdaq here. We went from 24,200 all the way up to 24,550. So over a 300 point bounce in the Nasdaq after the market closed. So that's insane. But it's not really like you said, that directional trending market. It's these news headlines where we just have a big knee-jerk reaction, and then the market becomes a mess again. We've seen it on a bigger scale, right? On early morning about the peace deals, was that March 23rd, and then the markets become really trash, I guess is a good way for me to put it, the way I trade. And same thing just happened. I think we had that big pump up, and now we're kind of doing more of the same. So gold might be the market to watch tonight. Like you said, it's actually sustaining a trend, at least the past 24 hours, and more so tonight. So we shall see. I'm going to get some music on. Let me know if you see anything for a setup. I'll get to some questions. And as always, in the YouTube chat, we'll do hashtag slow markets. Go ahead and tag me. Are you in a gold trade? Are you trading the Nasdaq? If not, you can just send something to me trading related. Make sure it's appropriate. Make sure it's trading related. And tag me in it. Let me know if it's too loud or if you can even hear it.
No, that's fine.
All right, perfect. Well, while I have you here, I'm glad to have you back. I'm excited to have you back. I know the audience. I know the slow markets community was excited. I didn't even ask them to get to 700 likes, but you joined anyway.
I'm not gonna pass it up. This is fun, man. This is a lot of fun.
I need to get down there to Texas. I need to come out there to Texas one of these days. Now that the weather is
hot
starting.
out here. It's like 95 yesterday, I think, where I live. Insane.
Ooh, that is pretty hot. What does it get up there in the summers?
On a hot summer, it'd be like 101, 102.
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
I think you could start to get interesting right about here. We're looking at the 5-minute chart. Obviously, you had that news candle. And then now we've tested this 385 level 3 times. So we'll see if we can form a bit of a range here, possibly. I wouldn't hate trying to get long around 380, 370. Depends what it looks like as we come back down to test this level one more time. So we keep NQ up and take a look at that, see if we can get into a quick scalp trade.
I'm with you on this. Support. I'm with you on the longs here in the Nasdaq.
What I don't love is these lower highs that we're putting in as we continue testing this kind of flat bottom support. I'd much rather prefer a sweep that low than maybe see some buyers react just below it.
I'm going to get into a long here in the Nasdaq. I'm long 2 from 400 even. I'm going to have a wide stop, and I might look to scale into another contract if we hold here. Actually, yeah, I like it. I like this. 3 contracts. Oh, just in time. Let's see if we get this breakout. Go back up and at least test these 440s. Yeah, we just held these 390s, not once, 2, 3 times.
Yeah, it's a nice bounce there. I played a little bit of range this morning, which I was happy with because I think a lot of traders are trying to catch breakouts following that volatility we got after Trump made that announcement and coming out of the overnight. I think a lot of traders are trying to take breakouts. I was like, you know what? We pulled pretty deep back into this kind of news candle. We don't seem to be super directional. I bet we set a bit of a range here. So I did some decent range trading. I think this may be similar, to be honest. You get that quick kind of burst of buying, and then we set a range.
Ooh, wow, okay.
Right now, good trade.
Yeah, we got some buying stepping in here now. It's 7:10 Central. We usually the bottom hour we get a lot bigger moves like this, but hey, we're bouncing off that lower end.
Somebody in the YouTube chat said, "Why are some of the live account labels yellow and some green?" And I don't know the answer to that. Do you know why that
how
is,
long
Dakota?
have you had your live account?
I think like 6 months, 7 months.
I know Topstep did a transition from the new dashboard and those with the live accounts prior to versus the new ones. I'm not sure. I do not have a solid answer. It's just the color. There's no difference. No real difference. But look at this trade. Jeez.
I know. I was like, wow.
That was unexpected. Like the gold's still pumping. Man, silver's up 5%.
Crude is now cliff diving a little bit.
That's what I like to see.
87.95.
Well, that's what I like to see.
Oh wow, 87.58 just wicked down on crude. Very volatile right now.
You're done for the night, Dakota? Already? You're already done, bullish bear. Yeah, Coach Hoop. Sometimes you just got to get in when you see a setup and not overthink. I've missed so many opportunities. Just hesitation. See if we get to break through these 40s. If we could break through these 40s, I'll probably take one or two of them off. Tighten up that risk a little bit. Someone was teasing me saying that might be the low for the year on gold. Hey, it might be. You never know. I'll talk more on it in a moment. Let me know if you see anything. You're watching crude as well, right?
Yeah, I've got my eye on crude, but this NQ trade, I mean, if we break through the 40s, 50s, we could make a move back to the highs, which is 100 points higher. So
let's go. Mooney, I've never heard that before. Hesitation killed the ferret. Moved up. There's a 700 lot offer. Okay. In the ES. We got to get some follow through here. Bottom of the hour in 16 minutes. Is this a bullish flag? Rally, consolidate. Rally? Let's see. It's looking like it so far. Man, we just jumped right into this. Just jumped right into this trade in slow markets.
that's that's very clean trade when it happens that quick.
Oh, I wish they were all like this. Don't we all? Yeah. 48s? 50s? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take one here in these mid 50s. Get out of one if it'll let me. There we go. See if we get that continuation now. Tighten up the risk. Basically risk free now.
Yeah, it's an epic trade, and people say support trading doesn't work.
It doesn't need to be complicated. It's like, hey, we went up and now we're holding this level of what appears to be support. Buy it. And it goes up. It doesn't always work that way. It's simple, but very difficult psychologically. Tommy took 750 on it. Let's hear it. Tag me. Like I said, if you're in a trade, If you're trading this, go ahead and tag me. Let's see some of you guys. I know you guys are trading it up a lot better than I am. We got Braden here, so you got to get to that 700 like goal.
Let's do that. Let's do that. We keep seeing buyers fell here at 58 on gold. There might be a little short-term breakdown trade through this structure at the 40s. It'd be looking for like maybe 5 points if I could catch a breakdown, but we've come up and rejected this 58 level 4 times now. So if I did get short, I'd be looking to take a quick sell through the 40s, but I'm kind of watching it happen. We'll see if I can get an entry on it.
Okay. Do you usually have 2 500 tick charts open?
Oh no. Sometimes I just mix up which side I want one on, and then it just gets
okay.
jumbled.
You have an hourly. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, I would not put it past anybody's trading. If you, sometimes I do that. I do the same thing, and then I'll zoom out really far on one and really close on the other chart. Nasdaq rejecting those 50s. Got the bottom of the hour in 13 minutes. Well, it's not slow markets at all. This is some solid price action. Some might even see better price action than the New York session. I don't know.
I'd say there's less fake outs for sure, depending on how many headlines we get.
Yeah, and then
I'm
when
sure
the
we'll
headline,
see some headline tonight.
yeah, if there is a headline, it just goes. There's no liquidity. There we go. Yeah, we're seeing some hashtag slow markets coming in now. Nice. Win or lose, doesn't matter. It does not matter. Everyone who's traded for longer than a week knows and understands you take losses. It's part of it. Losses are part of trading. Why do they always make these headlines when there's no liquidity? What do you mean these headlines? We've been having headlines 24/7, it seems like. Morning, night, day. Lion, what's that error that blows your wins?
Order filled.
I just got filled 3 micros there on gold short at 49.3. Looking to trade this back under 40s here.
Okay.
Like I was saying, we keep seeing buyers get rejected above mid 50s. So kind of looking for this market to roll over a little bit, break 40s, maybe trade into a new low, base out a little bit, then keep trending higher.
Fair enough.
Get a little pullback here.
Yeah, I don't mind a pullback to 4,500.
Yeah.
I mean, we're up 3.3%. Silver's up 5.5%. They keep coming out with all the big news when there's not much, like, end of the day. I mean, same with earnings, right? They release earnings after the bell. Someone else's guess is as good as mine. Some would say you wouldn't want to shock these markets, but
Oh, come on. Fill that. I have one to fill at low 40s. Did not get filled. Then we just wicked up.
there's some buyers stepping back in the... Yeah, that was short-lived. Man, this volatility... This volatility is wild. Someone says rounding to top on gold.
Yeah, kind of what I was looking at.
So far,
We
it's
kind of
looking
come
good.
up, we're extended a little bit, then buyers just get rejected. We're seeing right now what we want to see is the creation of like the first lower high on this tick chart around 49.
All right. Rename slow markets to overseas fast markets. Well, no, it's a slower vibe. It's still a slower vibe. Even if the markets are moving, the vibe is slower. What time does slow market start? Well, we start 30 minutes early. We're starting at 7 p.m. Central. Box cutter. I'm guessing you're on Eastern time, so it'd be 8 p.m. Eastern. Yep. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Yeah, it's all about the vibes. Nice trade.
It's getting interesting. We get under 44, we could get a little bit. I would think maybe a little bit more volume. We can break the 40s here. Kind of on a break of support. Then we would be kind of in a rush to go put in maybe a new higher low at some point. But I do want to see these 40s get taken out.
We got the bottom of the hour in 8 minutes. Nasdaq retraced most of that breakout. See if this is a pullback and we get a bounce back up to retest the 50s, or if this is a reversal. That's one of the, man, that's always the $1 million question. Is this a reversal or a pullback? Usually don't know until after the fact. Lion Trade says, I lose more than I could afford in red days. Try having a smaller daily loss limit. How much you're willing to lose on a single day, and put that as a daily loss limit. I don't mind saying good trade. A good trade is one where you follow your process, your risk is managed, win or lose. Trade location. Can gold slide to 4,500? Oh, gold could do whatever it wants. We got the bottom of the hour in 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. Of course, Lion, we've all went through that. There's been times where I lose a whole week's worth of profit on a single day, and it pisses you off and it ruins your weekend. All right. Buyer stepping right back in on the Nasdaq here. Which instrument respects more the supply and demand levels? I think all charts react technical levels. Maybe oil.
I would think like oil and gold respect more supply and demand than in Q. What do you think?
Yeah, that's why I'd lean towards oil, right? Because that's like supply and demand, if you're saying that. I mean, technicals are technicals no matter what market. Some markets could be better for technicals during a certain period, vice versa. Markets change. Bruno says it depends on the time frame.
I took one off as we came back down to the low of the range. I mean, that's just me partialing out of, at least if nothing, I took one off at the low of the range if it doesn't break. There's no guarantee we break, although it's starting to look decent here.
There we go.
Like that 5-minute candle closure there on gold here. If this candle can flip red and push the bottom of those previous wicks, we'll be looking good.
All right, let's see it. Yeah, the dollar is weakened quite a bit past 24 hours. That's why we're seeing gold maybe rally. Someone's asking, what's the blue line on your 500 tick chart?
That's the 20 EMA.
There we go.
Which actually kind of comes in handy when you're trading like momentum or breakouts, looking for short-term pullbacks. It's a good indicator of like short-term momentum, especially on that 500 tick chart, which we're kind of seeing at respect right now, as you can tell.
Yeah, Nasdaq's catching a bid here too. We got Nasdaq. We made that pivot. Made another pivot, which I'm liking to see this on the 100 tick chart. So maybe this is a higher low, right? Holding a little bit of a trend. So if Nasdaq could get back up to these 50s, I'm gonna be very happy with it. Good evening, Coog. Trading it up, we got 3.5 minutes till the bottom of the hour. We could see some volatility come into these markets. That's for sure. Let's see if we can keep getting this push higher. Ooh, precision. I see that hashtag.
Gold's trying to break session highs here. It stopped me out there. I might see a break higher on gold.
There's a good call on that. Take one of those contracts off.
Yeah, that saved me a good little chunk there on that loss. So I'm only down 100. I think if I didn't partial out of that, I think my full risk was like 220. So not bad.
There we go. Nasdaq might not be done. If we start to break out, this gives me a really good area of reference to move my stop loss. We'll see in about 2 minutes. The bottom of the hour could definitely move these markets. Man, gold is just resilient, up $150. There's a little bit of a breakout there in Nasdaq. I changed my strategy because of the price action, right? You have to adjust to the markets. If the market's consolidating, you trade one way. If the markets are trending, you should trade another. Obviously, context matters, right? Is it headlines moving the markets? Is it FOMC? Is it rollover? Is so much that goes into a single trading day. Got a minute and a half here. Yeah, my gold longs are still printing. In the personal Percy. Not expecting gold to be this insane. Silver's up almost 6%. We got Nvidia up 1.3. Apple up 0.5. Microsoft up 0.8. Amazon up 0.8. Google up 1. Tesla up 1.3. Broadcom, yeah, equities are just moving. I mean, we're sitting here watching the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's up 0.9%. Bottom of the hour in less than a minute.
Yeah, are we about to hold the range on NQ here? Kind of looks like it wants to.
Yeah, we got about 20 seconds here. If we hold this range, I'm just going to get out of it. How about big tech Walmart? It's up 0.6. Walmart is leading the way. It was all day today. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the hour. Let's see what we do here. If we make a move or stay put. They all still calling? Who's they all? Classic. I know 6K was a big target for gold for a lot. Okay, I'm going to get out. Whew. Squeaked out of that one real quick.
Yeah, NQ dumping, gold dumping. Is Crude pumping on that a little bit?
Yeah.
Crude up 80 cents.
What a move.
Got
out of that one. Happy I escaped that. Okay. What is this? Bottom of an hour. It brought the volatility here. What a move. Tired of this volatility. Trade smaller size, wider stops. Small size, wide stops. Man, that was a stop loss killer right there. Right back
Just
up.
held so well. Look at that.
Man. That got you, trader. It got me too, right? I'm happy I got out at a profit right there, and then we dumped. It's being aware of these different time. It's just the bottom of an hour.
Wow.
What a move.
Back to the top of the range. We might see, I don't know, do we see a breakout here given that volatility, or is it just a little fake out?
I mean, there's a lot of...
I'm going to take a long here. If I can get in at like 30, 34 here, that'd be great.
There's a lot of momentum to the long side
See
here.
if we can keep following this momentum out of that move.
Coach Hoop, Australia. February Consumer Price Index, all groups, 3.7. Embrace the chaos. Hey, we're day traders. We love volatility. I'd say volatility and consistency, right? If we have volatility, it's nice, but what do we do with it if it's not consistent?
Order
That's where I
filled.
struggle.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in for this breakout trade.
Oh, we're getting it. Hey,
I mean, we're right at the top of the range, but we're testing it aggressively. We don't want to see too big of a pullback here. I'll just cut this, but I'm looking for that immediate break is 60s right now.
This is what I was looking for. I got. That's all right. That's all right. Let's get through.
It's always
these
after
50s.
you get spooked out, right? That's always how it goes.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just gonna be looking to cover this into the 60s if we can push it here.
Okay.
I want to see us at least hold the midpoint of that range. If we are gonna pull back, I just don't want to see too deep of a pullback here.
We're holding the 50s. Okay.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Let's get through these 60s.
Order filled.
Added 2 more. We need to break here. Kind of forcing this a little bit.
I mean, this
We
is
just
the
tested
session
63
highs.
times.
This is session highs. Since
Yeah.
we opened up price action tonight. There we go.
See if we get a little
60s.
run up here.
New session highs.
Yeah.
Crude oil back down to 87.37. Gold still holding bid. There was a nice break into the 60s.
Right above this range is where fake outs happen. So I'm watching this like a hawk. I want to see a trade into the 70s possibly.
Oh, there's some buyers. We're holding bid. Let's get through it. We got 30 seconds till this 5-minute candle closes.
Order filled.
Took some off there.
Nice trade.
Order filled.
Got a runner going.
Yeah, I've got one. I'm not looking to. I just want to see like the low 70s possibly get pushed here. You said that 5 minutes about to close here. We'll see if we get a strong 5-minute closure. If that new 5-minute can open and push, great. If we start pulling back and hesitating too much, I want to be out of this last one. But it's break even.
We're holding. We're trying. Julio. Braden is
Order
back.
filled.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna get full out there.
Good trade. Good trade. Green on the screen. You said take us to Greenland.
To Greenland.
Yeah, there we go.
You know
There
what
we
we
go.
do when we go green?
Yep. Yep. Green on the screen. What a move on both the all around. I mean, gold too. Gold just kept going as well.
Tell you what, those are not easy trades to take in this market. Not advisable. Those breakouts just so difficult.
Especially during the Asian session, right? The overnight slow markets. We got crude continue to sell off there. Yeah, there goes gold into the 60s. 45 60s. Gold is having a day.
Crude is pushing. I mean, crude might break this low here at 86.30. We might break New York session lows if we don't find some buyers eventually, sooner and later here. Trading 87.
Making some Whataburger. I have a grudge against Whataburger.
Waterburger just got delivered to my doorstep for after the stream.
Really?
So serious. I'm not making that up.
Yeah,
You don't like
I got
Whataburger?
one hell of a story on my only experience with Whataburger is I flew down there to Houston to check on a shipment at a warehouse. There's like 2 a.m. Me and my friend that was doing a count for just a high value shipment that we were transporting from Mexico to the U.S. do a cross stock. 2 a.m. We went to like 5 Whataburgers and we could not get a mint shake. Like every single place we went, like, oh, we're out. We just shut it down. We just shut it down. Worst experience.
But have you had the burger though?
No, I did not have the burger.
amazing.
No, it was just.
It's amazing.
Uh,
You gotta give him another shot. That might have just been a bad one.
maybe. No, it's not what you guys are thinking. I did some work for a company called Pura out of Utah. It's fragrances. I need the burger, huh? Yeah, I just need that Shamrock Shake, Coach Hoop.
I wonder how high NQ pushes here. We've broken the range. I mean, is this gonna be the move that sends us back to the highs at 550?
Check. What is Whataburger? It's just a regular, just like In-N-Out burger, right?
Yeah, but they have like massive burgers. That's their whole thing, and they're damn good too. They're so good.
Getting you hungry while it's sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah, gold's still pushing here. Wow, 65.
Okay, I see what Whataburger is. Okay. Making myself hungry.
Wow,
now.
80's pushing. We should have held that breakout trade.
Gold's pushing. Gold's not done either. Gold's not done. Crude breaking below 87. Buy the dip. Buy the dip is what this was. I'm actually
what a
putting
rip.
me. I am putting an order in for some intel right now. Not financial advice. Man, look at gold just keep going here.
Yeah, gold's actually looking incredible.
All right. There's our risk disclosure in the YouTube chat. All right, I just, well, let me.
Is this a dip buy opportunity? Maybe I use that previous range resistance at 50s. If we come back, retest it, hold a support, possibly. Depends what the price action looks like down there. Try to play it long, but gold looks to be the strongest market right now, no question.
Yeah, gold's just going. Okay, I got an order. I pick up an extra 1,000 shares on Intel. $44.75. We'll see if we get it. Let's see.
We'll be watching Crude closely the next 5-10 minutes while we come back into these hourly lows, see what the reaction looks like.
Yeah.
We either hold well here, or there might be just pretty aggressive continuation under these lows.
So it says, Dakota, the New York Stock Exchange is closed. Which equity market are you looking at? The overnight market is still open. It goes. You could buy for overnight. I just put 1,000 on the bid at 44.70 now. 44.70. Gold just not stopping here. Gold not done.
I have a hard time believing that Crude sells off like crazy aggressively until until there is actual resolution with the Strait of Hormuz. I feel like, you know what I mean? We should balance out at some point, maybe even in the 70s.
Yeah, I have a hard time because we're entering this driving season. Nasdaq continuing to go. See if we could get some buyers in here. I still don't see a trade on mine. It was that breakout trade that we took right there on the Nasdaq, and that so far has been it. We got the top of the hour coming in about 16 minutes. See if that can move these markets. Are you seeing anything on your end?
Order filled.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take this short Crude trade. We have a couple layers of support here that we're trading into, like that low at 86.70, 40, 86.40, 85.40s, and 84.40s. So I'm gonna see if we can trade a little bit deeper into this low. I might build a little bit into this position depending on how the retracement looks like off of it.
Okay.
But I'm only in one to start. Might plan to add 40s, 60s, but I want to see this lower high that we sold off from at 88.20s hold. That's kind of where I'd like to get out if it doesn't start working out. If NQ continues rallying, that's only going to help this trade out.
I'm having the hardest time over here. I'm struggling over here, man. trying to get 1,000 shares of Intel. see if that one will work. Yeah, INTC. It's been my favorite stock this year.
We've got 2 more sell orders in through the mid 40s on crude if we can get filled here.
Here, yeah. Intel's trading at 44.63. It's in the Nasdaq, so it's been going up with Nasdaq as well. Are you looking to add to this?
Yeah, if we can bounce into the 40s, high 40s, low 50s, I want to fill out the rest of that trade, and then I'm looking for that lower high to hold, which is at 88, and then VWAP's at 88.20, so I might give it a little bit of extra room just above the VWAP. Buyers reclaim VWAP, I'll be out of the trade. But trading this back to session lows is the idea. I want to see NQ hold this trend, but we'll see. We're coming back to test the previous range highs. Maybe we base out, maybe we form support there, see buyers defend that level, then we can move higher.
I mean, we're up 1%. We were up 1%, so a pullback's fine. I don't mind a pullback.
Order filled.
Okay, I got into a quick scalp long on NQ, seeing if this, once again, those previous range highs, if they can hold as support. Also, you got filled on my crude trade. So I'm in 2 at the same time. I'm short crude, 87.40, 3 micros. Long NQ, 24.461, 3 micros.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go for it. You're in crude. You're in Nasdaq. You're trading it up, man.
Yeah, I didn't think that crude trade would fill so quick. But there we go.
The order filled stressing you out? Hey, just double check your own orders.
It's a pretty good bounce there on crude. I'll put $1 off that low.
Yeah, it is. Nasdaq slowly drifting lower. You see here. This is the thing, is this a pullback or is this a reversal? You just never know. It's a $1 million question. Got the top of the hour in about 10 minutes. See what what can go on here. Another spike of liquidity. Hopefully it doesn't do what it did before. Maybe it just goes straight up. Sweet tunes. I'm looking for a trade and I just can't find one. I'm gonna wait till the top of the hour comes and goes.
That's a great idea. Wait for the top of the hour. Crude is ripping a little bit here, to be honest.
Nasdaq's slowly been going down. Yeah, back to 88s maybe here on crude. What is the trading plan with the NQ here, sir? Well, we are watching. It's been a very headline-driven market, as you can see. Headline pops off, markets react, and then as traders, we try and take advantage of these fluctuations. And it's been very difficult from a technical standpoint. Obviously, you get the trades that we've taken already tonight. Great trades already. The one that I was watching here and that I took earlier was just a bounce off of level of support here at 390s. It worked out really well. It's a lot. These markets have made it very difficult from a technical trader with these headlines. Joey, sometimes it comes out. Sometimes it comes out. The little demon inside you. Take a trade. Take a trade.
All right, seeing a reversal here 5 minutes before that hourly candle. Interesting stuff. Will it sustain into that hourly candle? Thank you. Nice bounce here.
Yeah, that's the pullback. Green on the screen on that one. Top of the hour in about 5 minutes. Leslie think crude's gonna go down. We'll see. Nasdaq's going up. That was the dip to buy.
Yeah, that previous range highs is now holding us support as of now. Can we push into a new high, though, is the question. But yeah, nice reaction off that previous resistance level.
And gold just was going parabolic. Silver up 7% almost, 6.7. I haven't traded silver for a while.
Yeah, people just slowly retired silver, didn't they?
Oh man, yeah, I was one of them. I thought it was gonna settle down a little bit, and those nano silver contracts would help it. And no, it's still an insane market. I mean, we're up 7.7 3/4. It's just daily. It goes back and forth. Dakota, you still holding gold longs? I am. Not on this account. Obviously, this is day trading, scalping. In the personal, I do have some gold positions I talked about yesterday. Working out pretty well, if you ask me. Gold's been exceeded my expectations today. Let's just say that. Someone says 25,000 overnight in the Nasdaq. I don't know. Top of the hour in 3 minutes. Yeah, long futures. All right, before the 3 minutes pops off, let me go through some hashtag slow markets briefly. This is what I'm referring to. If you're new here, traders, tag me on the social media. Your trading setup, trading station, trading related. Here it is, Dusto. Trying to catch an early move on gold before slow markets tonight. Went up $100, back down 180. Hit my day loss limit, minus $86 on the day. And locked out until tomorrow. Balance sitting at 2,600 my XFA. Big shout out to you. A lot of traders can't do that. Have a tight daily loss limit and be satisfied with only, minus $86. How many in here, including myself, would probably try and chase that $86? Chase the loss, end up losing more and more, go on tilt and losing it. So that is very underappreciated. A lot of discipline there, just being able to take a loss, show it, and stick to your process. Yeah, I would. A lot of traders would take it, especially so early, right? Because you have all night tonight, and I don't know what your schedule looks like or when they trade, but shout out to you honoring a personal day loss limit. Even better, only $180 worth of a daily loss limit. Trading it up, 2,600 in the XFA. Here's one precision, trading it up, 3,500 on this account in your XFA. Green on the screen, up $940 today. Done for the day this week after your payout last week. Just trying to stay consistent. That's all it takes. Monitoring gold for new combine during commute. Note to self, do not drag trailing stop across the take profit. Auto take profit. Yes, it will. Yep. Over 700 ticks on that gold trade. Nice. And last but not least, I'll go through some more. Don't worry. I see you coming in. Almost to the top of the hour here. Couch potato-itis sucks. It's how I felt the past couple days, feeling sick. Saw the Nasdaq 20 points with 2 contracts. Go south in a millisecond. Nasty. Yeah, I see where you take that screenshot. But hey, you're green on the screen. Is that live? Is that live? Yeah, in your live account. So it's account that matters. Good work. Here we go. A minute to the top of the hour. These markets are moving. See what we do here. See what we can do. I'm gonna wait for the top of the hour and then maybe get into. I still like the longs in the Nasdaq. It's just being up 1% always sketches me out. Yeah, I see that SJR trades, DBA concepts. I see that payout you sent me. Screenshot of the payout.
Look at this crude flip here, Dakota. 50 cent. I mean, just 87.95 slam down to 87.50.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, right at the top of the hour, here it is. Yeah, let's see what we do here on crude. And we're selling off a little bit. We're getting a wiggle. Nasdaq's bouncing. Oh, Nasdaq. All right. These markets are going. Yeah, crude getting hit now. Leslie. Past your combine and now on my XFA, green so far the last couple of weeks. Good work. 24 400s, 4850s. 8720s here on Crude. So Crude is getting hit. Selling off here. You said, yeah, we popped up to those 90s and just sellers stepped in. I'm not seeing anything here in the Nasdaq yet. Gold's starting to sell off. You're short gold, right?
No, not anymore. I was earlier.
Okay. Gold's just still holding so well. Gold pulled back. Yeah, we went from 45.72 to 50s, but still not enough for me to say I want to get in a trade. I don't want to short this right now, even though the short would be the side I would be like if I had to be in a trade. I look at shorting gold for a pullback, but I don't feel comfortable enough in it to go against what we're seeing here in gold. Maybe a retest of 8700, 87 in Crude. Greenland all night tonight. Yeah, so far.
Yeah, Crude could get interesting. That's what I like the most here about being short. If we get some nice selling volume, we could get under this 87 level pretty aggressively.
Oh, there's some selling.
There we go.
Yeah, 87.14. We are down 5.6%. Gold selling a little bit here. All right, chat. Come on, we got to get to 700 likes to get Braden. Braden joins on Tuesday, so it's up to the audience. Talking about supply and demand.
Come on, Crude. You are so close to becoming a really, really interesting trade.
We're trying. 87.16 at the bid. You got to take profit at 94.
I've got one to fill at 94. We can
okay.
Just kind of quickly break under there. And in the situation, we still want to hold that 75 low.
Chat.
This is looking good though.
He's doing his own thing. Yeah, last week 700 likes. That's all. That's it. It's not a lot. We got over 1,800 people watching. 700 likes, and might be able to convince Braden to come back. Come on, Crude. It's always the last part of it that's the hardest. Yeah, there's no gossip to be had, Guardian. Gold popping here. Back up to 66s.
All right, come on, Crude. Come on, Crude.
There we go. 07, 06.
Shout at it. Come on.
Come on.
I think he's rallying here. Yeah, this might get a break of 87 here. This is where I just start to stare at the DOM. 87.10. Let's see.
Oh, I could just hear Hogue saying 10% rule. It looks like we're gonna break through the 87s. There it is. There's nice move.
Flashy. 84.
Nice move.
84 wick.
And there goes gold pushing back up towards session highs.
And we bounce back up on Crude. I think I'm gonna go break even and just see here now that we've tested that low again. If we can just break.
Gold gold not done. 45.70s. Session highs. Yep, session highs. Gold broke through. What a wild market. Coach Hoop. Coach Hoop and I have been talking about gold this week. Whenever the market goes in your favor, you wish you had more on.
Order filled.
There you go. Okay.
I got stopped out of that crude trade, but I did take some of it off. Now NQ's ripping lower. Crazy.
Yeah, Coach Hoop. Gold's not done. Gold's not done. Wish there had a bigger size. More on. Wish we had a bigger position when it's going in your favor. Yeah. You know, I'm going to go through this. I want to go through this gold analysis real quick. Let me know if something happens on your end. This is what I was looking at. I don't mind sharing it. I have my own hashtag slow markets. So first off, quick shout out. SJR Trades, I'll show this. Thanks to slow markets and DBA concepts, I was able to pull out 9,000 this week. Awesome. Awesome works. I'm going to actually share this. Let's do this. As always. Always have to give credit where credit's due. Love seeing traders pull money out of the markets. And I'll get back to this. Gold on the daily just looks so beautiful for a technical 3-bar reversal setup. All right, there we go, SJR Trades. Great work as always, taking money out of the markets, slow markets. Has been crushing it. I don't know if that's the proper grammar, but send it. Anyway, let's take a look at this. I'll kind of speak on this briefly on the daily chart. On the daily, I talk about this as much as I can, but this 4,400 has been a very, very interesting level back in October. That's kind of where we were at on that parabolic move, and then dramatic sell-off. We held 4,000, right? And that's where the trend started. So we came down there again. It's a big zone. And you've seen overnight, this was what, Sunday night? I think Sunday night. No. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, but we came down to 4,100. Big wick. There's a big wick at the end of this. And we came right back, closed in that same zone, opened in that same zone, pushed back down basically to these highs around 43.20s, and this is on the daily. Next thing I do is I'll zoom in on an hourly chart, and I talked about this during fast markets. This is why I was so excited about the gold longs and why I've been so dang bullish. Man, this is a wedging pattern if I've ever seen one. Just consolidation after that big wick. And the fact that we held this level, these 43.17s. And so if I show you this, let me see if I could show it. I shared on my social media these trades quite often. Let's see if I could save this image. I want to talk about it briefly. Here's my trade. And it's not a huge size, right? I got into 1 mini and then 5 micros. So 1.5 contract size, like 1.5 minis. That's how I like to use it. Micros and minis, they're a great tool. But got into 5 micros at 43.59. So 43.59, which was right around this time. 43.59, somewhere right here on the 3-bar reversal. I added to it at 44.40, 1 mini, as we started to break up. It was around here. So I actually held this trade through some drawdown as we started to consolidate. And then Hoop messages me. I'm sitting there on the couch, chilling, waiting for slow markets to start. Hoop sends me a message. Hey, look at gold. And we just start running. And so my first take profit was up here at these, 45, I think 10, near these highs. And so I did close out of some of it, but I'm holding 25% of the position for a longer term push, thinking that this has the potential to be a low of the year. This has the potential to be a low of the year. And I'm going to put that, it might be a hot take, but I'm saying that this is a very good potential of being a low for gold. So yeah, that's my personal trade. Looking for some mid-term, and then I'll scalp it. You guys see me scalp it in this account every once in a while. Quick ins and outs.
100%. Yeah, crude is right here at the lows. It got rejected yet again.
86.90s.
That might, yeah, we might break lower here on crude.
Order
I'm
filled.
going to take that 2 micros short. They're at 87.03. See if we can catch that exhaustion. Look for another aggressive retest and see if we can catch a breakdown trade. I'll stop it out if we push back to the high of that range at probably 70s, 87, 70s.
Nice trade. Let's see. The Nasdaq starting to catch a little bit of a bid right there. We can hold. With crude selling off. Gold just keeps pushing though. New session highs on gold. Let's get to 700 likes. Maybe we could get Braden to come back here. I was going to ask you, man, what camera do you have for that type of quality?
It's called the Canon EOS M50, but it's really the lens that is good. It's a Sigma 16mm lens.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know what I have on my end. I have another lens for mine. I've been considering playing around with it. I have a green screen, but we'll see.
All right, I'm gonna add one last
Order
contract onto
filled.
this crude trade. We might put in a double bottom here if this bounce gets too aggressive, and of course NQ is trying to break down a little bit.
Sigma. Damn, I don't know what kind of camera I have. I was gonna search it up. That's what it is. I have an FX30.
Yeah, you can get like interchangeable lenses on some of those cameras. That's really where it's like turns into a big difference.
I have a Sigma 16mm. It's a DN Contemporary. It's a Sony. Damn, it's really been 3 years. Almost 3 years since we started slow markets. Time goes by fast. This crude pop is a fake out, someone says. Coach Dakota, what you make most of your money from? Topstep or personal? Personal. Topstep I'm doing for education here. On air, education. I demonstrated over the past few years. Made a $500,000 in a year. Demonstrated. I was on the leaderboard for about 2 years. Don't know if anybody here knew that, but yeah, I was on the leaderboard for about 2 years in the live account, back and forth. But yeah, now I'm doing this for education, enjoying it. Obviously, we have traders like just everybody here tuning in, hopefully helping them navigate these markets, take payouts, and become a better trader. Yeah, I was top 3 for a very long time. For 2 years. Like I said, I was on the leaderboard for over 2 years. Yeah, I took a 225,000 payout last year. But I everyone goes through ups and downs. I've went through my fair share of ups and downs, as does everyone else. Swede, what happens? I took out a payout, and you know, I hate to say it, but in my personal account, I get 100%. That's just the reality, right? You graduate. You use a prop firm as a stepping stone. And my goal was to demonstrate it. I demonstrated it, and I'm here to help. Enjoying running slow markets. Forgot to pay my heating bill. Yeah. That payout
we held
is
that
what,
double bottom on Crude right there. That is an impressive bounce. Shorting these breakdowns on Crude is a little tricky.
now we got a 60-cent bounce off it. I mean, especially when Crude's down 5% already. How long have you been trading for, Braden?
I think 7 years, to be honest. 7 years, I believe. Maybe
Nice.
8 now.
Almost 8. So you've been around. You've been around these markets for a while too.
Oh yeah. I've only been trading futures for like 2 years.
Okay. Before that, was it stocks and options?
Yeah, it was like penny stocks, options, forex, futures, in that
Okay.
order.
A lot of traders have very similar paths. So they get started, they end up
Why
in
that
futures.
is.
Atlantic, I do not. Coach J is more of a volume trader than I am. Gold, not really doing much. These markets have kind of settled down here. We didn't get to the 700 likes yet. Zinky says got back into combine and ended up 3K. Nice work. Coach Hoop, 35 years. Yeah, we got some veterans on this team. Coach Hoop, Eddie Hogue from the pits. Yeah, that's one reason why I love Topstep. A lot of people there from the trading pits still on here.
Order filled.
A lot of the
Oh no, the camera went out. I'm on it. I got into this last Crude trade. I know. Well, we're coming to the end of the segment, I'm sure, soon here. Try this Crude trade one more time. As long as we're seeing an attempt to sell it back off, I'll give it a shot. I like the potential downside on it.
There you go. All good. 1990, first year on the floor. Yep, Coach Hoop. From the trading pits to what we have here. A lot of the other places, they come from the ball pits. McDonald's ball pits. That's where they're... No, I shouldn't be talking shit. I see Robin Hood's social media goes back and forth sometimes. I get at it.
Nice reversal on NQ.
$19.92 for you, Leslie.
Order filled.
If we flip back under 87.20 here on this candle, I'm gonna add 2 more here.
All right, looking for a pushback down below 87.
Yep. I want to see a break of the session lows here, or at least this low at 86.70s, I believe.
All right, Nasdaq's starting to get some buyers in to end the session.
Beautiful.
Got about 8 more minutes.
Going out with a bang.
Let's go. Let's get it. Buzzer beater right here. Take us to Greenland.
This could be good for Crude here if NQ can rip these highs.
Order filled.
All right, tightening my risk up. I'm in 8 now. I've got my stop. If we pop back through the 60s on Crude, I'll be out.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. Bottom of the hour in 7 minutes. Nasdaq buyers stepping in here. Come on, Crude. Seems heavy. Seems like it wants to go.
Yeah, we need to see these 40s get rejected and then flip back under the 20s. That'd be good.
See if Nasdaq can break back through these 60s. Yeah, 1,700
Nice,
people.
Nice.
There we go. There's a push into those 20s. Nasdaq holding bid. All right, there's 18s, 19s, teens.
Beautiful. Come on, Crude. Let's get under 87 here.
Don't sleep on the Nasdaq. We're getting to those 60s here. We're trying. Very similar to that trade before. I got 15 on the bid, 14 on the bid.
Yeah, this looks good. I'm just looking at NQ and I'm like, okay, just hold there. Just hold there.
I know, just don't go down. Yeah. Come on. Bottom of the hour, we see a little spike in liquidity again.
Just need to get under these 10s right here.
Having a hard time. Might be in this. It's like we. Bottom of the hour in 4.5 minutes. Keep an eye on that. Kind of slowing down here. We didn't see any of that follow through.
Yeah, NQ struggling up there too.
Yep. Yeah, I might wait to the bottom of the hour to get a move. Breaking the Philippines? Is that true? I know there's a lot, like the shortage just doesn't go away in a day. But we trade what we see. That's all we can do. We only can trade what we see. Coming to the end. Coming to the end here. We gotta see this. We gotta come see it. It's always a buzzer beater. Always a buzzer beater. Oh man.
I know these slow markets. It's got to be tricky to like time when you want to get off stream, because you're like, okay, this could get really interesting, or we could be here for another 2.5 hours.
Oh, I can't. I don't think I could ever count the amount of days where I get off air and then the move happens.
Oh, so often.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially at the bottom and top of hour. Like right now, like getting off air in 3 minutes, and that a lot of time that's where we see a spike in liquidity volume. We get to move, but we'll see. Yeah, let's get to that 700 likes, chat. Come on, you guys are slacking. And while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and go through this. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow's Wednesday, I will be on for the New York Session Open, along with Jay. Me and Jay. And Andre. Me, Jay, and Andre. Henrico. Henrico is going to be joining, so I'll be on for the New York Session Open. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. Will be a good one. And of course, tomorrow night, Jay's going to be joining me. Jay will be joining me tomorrow night. And these markets just not wanting to. I mean, this is why we call it slow markets now. If you're wondering, you're asking. This is typically how they act. Slow and true. If I work till 10, I'll get the likes. Not worth it. Not worth it. Come on. Do something. Yeah, this is normal now. Oh, we're getting some movement in the Nasdaq.
Yep. That might send Crude a little bit. We'll see.
30 seconds.
Yeah, Crude NQ dump in here.
Yeah. These 42s. Yeah, that do something's going the wrong way. Here we go. Bottom of the hour. We'll finish it up here. Not really much. Not really much, Braden. So, any last?
I'm sure it'll happen in a couple minutes. But
yeah.
who knows?
I know. Any last thing you want to end before closing it off here?
Nope. It's always a fun time. Appreciate you having
Order
me back.
filled.
Hopefully we can do it again. I got stopped out anyhow.
All right. Well, once again, everybody, let's get those likes up. We'll see. I really enjoy having you on, as always. First time joining was last week. Happy to have you back Tuesday. I know the community absolutely loved it. Markets, they didn't really do too much. We got all the price action before the slow market started. We had one good trade, but then the prices just kind of went sideways. So I think we're just going to leave it at that. Thanks again, Braden. Thanks again, everybody. Take care and see you bright and early tomorrow, if not tomorrow night with Coach Jay. See ya.